Just got me a new place, man. Hate my neighbors, man. I got neighbors that borrow.
Hey, kids, listen. Violence will solve nothing. Brotherly love is a great thing, but all these people in this stadium want to see you ride away in the sunset with the girl.
Chris Tucker is a name that immediately resonates with fans of comedy and action alike. His career, spanning several decades, has been marked by a few iconic roles that have cemented his status as one of Hollywood's most beloved actors. Among these roles, perhaps none is as iconic as that of Smokey in the 1995 cult classic Friday. Directed by F. Gary Gray and co-written by Ice Cube and DJ Pooh, Friday quickly became more than just another urban comedy. It became a cultural phenomenon. The movie's influence has continued to resonate through the years, and a significant reason for that is the memorable performance of Chris Tucker as the irreverent, quick-witted Smokey. Character became a fan favorite almost instantly, and Smokey's one-liners, delivery, and overall presence have since become iconic in the world of film. For many fans, the idea of Tucker reprising his role as Smokey in future installments of the Friday series was an exciting possibility. With Ice Cube having gone on to create 2 sequels, Next Friday in 2000 and Friday After Next in 2002, many fans wondered why Chris Tucker didn't return for those films. Character of Smokey seemed so integral to the heart of the series that it felt almost incomplete without him. And when rumors of a 4th installment began circulating over the years, fans began to hold out hope that Tucker might come back for one more round as the lovable, weed-smoking troublemaker. However, Tucker's absence in those sequels and the lack of definitive word on his return have kept fans wondering about the reasons behind his decision to step away from the character. For years, the exact reasons for Tucker's absence remained somewhat of a mystery. There had been various theories. Some speculated that it was due to personal differences with the producers, others believed it was because of scheduling conflicts or financial disagreements. While Tucker had remained tight-lipped on the matter for some time, his recent interview with All Urban Central offered a rare glimpse into the actor's mindset, shedding light on why he chose to distance himself from the franchise. In the interview, Tucker, now 50, reflected on the pivotal decision he made back in the late 1990s when he chose not to return for Next Friday, the first sequel to Friday. Tucker's words were insightful and candid, revealing a side of him that many fans may not have expected. "Back then, I gotta tell you, one of the reasons why I didn't do the second one was because of the weed," Tucker explained. This was a surprising admission, considering that the portrayal of Smokey, a character whose antics revolve largely around smoking marijuana, had become one of the most recognizable aspects of Friday. The film had depicted the life of 2 friends, Craig and Smokey, in a day-in-the-life comedy set in South Central Los Angeles, and one of the more memorable moments of the film was Smokey's relationship with marijuana. His constant smoking and humorous, often exaggerated reactions to the effects of weed became a part of what made the character so memorable. So, hearing Tucker say that he didn't want to be associated with that element of the character is both surprising and revealing. He continued to explain his thought process at the time, saying, "Because I said, man, that movie became a phenomenon. I don't want everybody smoking weed, and I never really told people this because I kind of forgot about it, but it was one of the reasons why I didn't do it. Because I said, I don't want to represent everybody smoking weed." This is a significant insight into Tucker's character. It shows that, while many might have seen Friday as just a fun, comedic romp, Tucker had a deeper connection to his work than just playing a role for the sake of entertainment. He was conscious of the influence he had, and he didn't want to perpetuate a stereotype or encourage something that didn't align with his personal values. Tucker, at that point in his career, had already experienced the kind of fame that Friday had brought him, and it seemed that he wanted to move beyond being defined solely by the character of Smokey. Tucker's decision to step away from Friday was also about wanting to transition into the next phase of his career. He expressed, "I didn't want to keep doing that character. Probably was good for me because it kept me moving to the next phase and next movies." This is an important point, as it illustrates Tucker's desire to avoid being typecast. He didn't want to be stuck in a role that, while popular and beloved, might limit his potential as an actor. By stepping away from the Friday franchise, he was able to move on to other projects that allowed him to showcase a broader range of skills. Tucker's career would soon explode with the release of Rush Hour in 1998, a film that not only introduced him to a global audience but also helped to solidify his status as a Hollywood superstar. Paired with action legend Jackie Chan, Tucker's performance as Detective James Carter in Rush Hour would go on to be one of his most enduring roles, and the film's success would lead to two sequels, Rush Hour 2, 2001 and Rush Hour 3, 2007. In many ways, Rush Hour marked a turning point for Tucker's career. Took him out of the realm of urban comedy and into the mainstream Hollywood fold, allowing him to work with some of the biggest names in the business and participate in blockbuster franchises. While the Rush Hour series was undoubtedly a huge success, Tucker's career following the release of Rush Hour 3 began to slow down. Through the third Rush Hour film in 2007, Tucker would take a break from acting, with his next major role not coming until 2012's Silver Linings Playbook. In this film, Tucker played an important supporting role as Danny, the best friend of Bradley Cooper's character. His performance was a far cry from the fast-talking, high-energy roles he was known for, showcasing his ability to take on more nuanced, dramatic parts. In 2016, Tucker appeared in Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk, another film that proved his range as an actor. This film, directed by Ang Lee, was a departure from the types of roles Tucker had played in the past. It was a military drama that followed the experiences of a young soldier, and Tucker's performance in the film was a testament to his ability to take on more serious, thought-provoking material. These roles marked a stark contrast to the more comedic parts that had defined his earlier career, and they showed that Tucker was not content with resting on his laurels. Instead, he was committed to exploring new horizons as an actor. Tucker's reluctance to return to Friday was also about staying true to his artistic vision. "I never thought about doing sequels. I always wanted to do a good job and keep moving to the next movie," he stated. This mindset has guided Tucker's career, and it's clear that he's always viewed acting as an opportunity to challenge himself rather than simply cashing in on previous successes. His selective approach to his roles has allowed him to remain one of the most unique and distinctive actors in Hollywood. While many actors might have jumped at the chance to reprise a role as beloved as Smokey, Tucker was more concerned with maintaining his integrity and staying true to the path he had set for himself. The idea of Friday without Tucker is one that fans have struggled to accept, but Ice Cube's creation of the sequels was proof of how resilient the franchise was. Next Friday introduced a new dynamic with Mike Epps' character Day Day, and Friday After Next continued the series' tradition of mixing slapstick comedy with real-life issues. However, despite the success of these films, there remained an undeniable longing for the return of Smokey. Ice Cube himself has hinted at the possibility of a fourth Friday film over the years, and fans have continued to dream about a reunion of the original cast. Tucker, for his part, has never completely ruled out the idea. When asked about the potential of coming back for a Friday 4, Tucker responded with a mix of openness and caution. "I always said, because I know my fans love the movies so much and they always bring it up, I said, well, if they come to me with a great script and a great idea, I'd definitely consider it." His words reflected genuine appreciation for the fans who have kept the Friday series alive in their hearts. He acknowledges the special place that Smokey holds in the hearts of fans, but he also recognizes that any return to the character would need to be handled with care. "But it's been so long ago and that character became such a great character. I don't want to mess it up," Tucker said. This is a testament to his respect for the role and his desire to maintain the integrity of the character. Tucker doesn't want to return to Smokey just for the sake of nostalgia or fan service. He wants to ensure that if the character does make a comeback, it's done in a way that respects both the legacy of Friday and the growth of the actor himself. Well, Christopher Tucker, born on August 31, 1971 in Atlanta, Georgia, is an American stand-up comedian and actor widely recognized for his dynamic and energetic comedic style. As the youngest of 6 children, Tucker's upbringing was rooted in a tight-knit family. His mother, Mary Louise, and his father, Norris Tucker, raised their children in a Pentecostal Christian home, where their faith and values were an integral part of their lives. Tucker's father, an independent businessman who ran a janitorial service, instilled in him a strong work ethic, while his mother's nurturing presence helped shape his comedic sensibility. Tucker learned early on that humor was not just a way to make people laugh, but also a means to draw attention to himself, whether at home or in school. He quickly became known for his quick wit and ability to impersonate people, particularly famous figures like Eddie Murphy and Michael Jackson, which would go on to serve him well in his later career. Growing up in Decatur, Georgia, Tucker attended Columbia High School, where he gained a reputation as the class clown. His comedic influences were undeniably rooted in the groundbreaking work of Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy, two of the most iconic figures in comedy. Tucker's penchant for impressions and his comedic timing set him apart from his peers, and he soon found himself performing at local comedy clubs in Atlanta, honing his craft. It wasn't long before Tucker realized that in order to take his comedy career to the next level, he would need to move to Los Angeles, the entertainment capital of the world. In 1990, Tucker made the bold decision to relocate to Los Angeles, where he hoped to find greater opportunities to perform on a larger stage. By 1992, Tucker had begun making waves in the comedy scene, appearing regularly on HBO's popular stand-up comedy series Def Comedy Jam. His performances on the show made him a fan favorite and helped him establish a reputation as one of the most promising young comedians in the industry. His quick rise to prominence on Def Comedy Jam was a turning point in Tucker's career, as it opened doors to larger roles in both television and film. He made his feature film debut in 1994 in House Party 3, a comedy that introduced him to a wider audience. However, it was his role in the 1995 cult classic Friday alongside NWA rapper Ice Cube that catapulted Tucker to greater recognition. His portrayal of Smokey, a fast-talking, wisecracking character, became one of his signature roles and solidified him as one of Hollywood's top rising stars. The year 1997 marked a pivotal moment in Tucker's career. He co-starred in two major films that would further cement his place in Hollywood: the sci-fi action film The Fifth Element and the comedy Money Talks, which paired him with veteran actor Charlie Sheen. In The Fifth Element, Tucker played the flamboyant and eccentric Ruby Road, a role that showcased his range as an actor, while Money Talks allowed him to continue honing his fast-paced comedic style. Additionally, Tucker made a supporting appearance in Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown, adding yet another layer to his expanding filmography. Tucker's most significant career achievement, however, came with his role as Detective James Carter in the Rush Hour film series, which debuted in 1998. The Rush Hour films, which paired Tucker with martial arts legend Jackie Chan, were an instant success, blending action with comedy in a way that had never been done before. Chemistry between Tucker and Chan was undeniable, and their dynamic as an odd couple, Chan's disciplined, no-nonsense cop and Tucker's fast-talking, streetwise detective, resonated with audiences worldwide. The success of Rush Hour was unprecedented, and Tucker quickly became a household name. As a result of the film's success, Tucker held out for a hefty paycheck for the sequel, Rush Hour 2, and ultimately earned $20 million for his role. He was then paid an even higher sum of $25 million for Rush Hour 3, which was part of a lucrative $40 million two-movie deal with New Line Cinema. His success in the Rush Hour franchise made him one of the highest-paid actors in Hollywood at the time. Despite his success, Tucker's career took a turn when he decided not to return for Next Friday 2000 or Friday After Next 2002, citing religious reasons for his decision. Tucker, a devout Christian, later explained that he did not want to promote or encourage the use of marijuana, which was central to the Friday films. His departure from the series was a surprising move for fans, but it underscored his commitment to his faith and personal beliefs. Tucker's religious convictions also led him to turn down several other projects, as he carefully selected roles that aligned with his values. In addition to his work in film, Tucker appeared in music videos, making a cameo in Michael Jackson's You Rock My World in 2001 and Tupac Shakur's California Love in 1995. His charismatic personality and comedic flair made him a natural fit for music video appearances, further solidifying his status as a pop culture icon. Despite the busy years of his acting career, Tucker also ventured into the world of sports, participating in the NBA All-Star Weekend Celebrity Game in 2009, where he played alongside other celebrities like rapper Master P and NBA Hall of Famers Clyde Drexler and Dominique Wilkins. In 2007, Tucker was set to star in a drama based on the autobiography of George Jacobs, Mr. It's My Life with Frank Sinatra, which was to be directed by Brett Ratner. However, the project was ultimately shelved, and Tucker shifted his focus back to stand-up comedy. In 2011, he made his return to the stage, performing a series of sold-out comedy shows that were well received by audiences. His return to comedy was followed by a return to film in 2012, when he starred alongside Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lawrence, and Robert De Niro in the critically acclaimed film Silver Linings Playbook. Tucker's performance in the film was widely praised, with critics noting that his portrayal of a counselor provided a much-needed comic relief in the otherwise dramatic film. Silver Linings Playbook went on to receive multiple award nominations, including a Broadcast Film Critics Association Award for Best Cast. Tucker continued to work in both film and television in the years that followed, appearing in films like Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk, 2016, and Air, 2023, in which he portrayed Nike executive Howard White. His role in Air was particularly notable, as it marked his return to a major studio film after a few years of relatively low-profile work. Throughout his career, Tucker's versatility as an actor has allowed him to seamlessly transition between comedy and drama, while maintaining his trademark comedic style.